All right. This is your friend Joshua Orro, the Mustang Prince, welcoming you to Mustang Prince Orro Reports. Now, if you may recall, during fall 2016, I looked at DreamWorks' Trolls movie, and I thought it was a very heartwarming movie with colorful animation, catchy songs, old and new, wonderful characters, and a good moral to find your happiness. Plus, over the years, Poppy and her friends got to appear in a hand-drawn musical Netflix series and a Christmas special. However, today, it's finally time to look into the Trolls musical sequel. Released to digital on April 10th, 2020, the movie is Trolls World Tour! So, let's get rockin'. In this musical adventure, Poppy and Branch discover that there are 6 different troll tribes that are scattered over 6 different lands. Each tribe is also devoted to 6 different kinds of music: funk, country, techno, classical, pop, and rock. When Queen Barb sets out to destroy the other music, Poppy and Branch embark on a daring mission to unite the trolls and save the diverse melodies from becoming extinct. So, what do I think of the movie? Well, I gotta say, this sequel was really entertaining. And yes, I really liked it. But to further explain why, let's move on to Mustang notes. The movie was directed by Walt Dorn, whom you folks might remember as Rumpelstiltskin in the 4th Shrek movie. It was produced by Gina Shea and written by Jonathan Abel, Glenn Berger, Elizabeth Tippett, Maya Forbes, and Wallace Wolodarski, hope I'm pronouncing that right, from a story by Abel and Berger. The film was announced on February 28, 2017. However, due to the coronavirus, this film has went through a very huge but serious problem. While it was Universal's most successful day one rental, it set several streaming records, and the success led to Universal announcing that they would be looking into doing more simultaneous theatrical and streaming releases. And in response, several theater chains, including AMC, announced that they would no longer distribute the studio's films. But thankfully, in July 2020, AMC and Universal made amends by making a deal to shorten the minimum theatrical window to 17 days, and that AMC would receive a share of subsequent PVOD sales. Now, what are my thoughts on the animation? Well, I think DreamWorks did absolutely great with the animation. Not just with the CG, but also with the scrapbook animation too. And I like that this movie expands on the Trolls Kingdom and gives us different troll tribes that are represented by a different type of music. And I also like how each troll tribe is designed in this. Also, we already know about the Pop Village, which is where Poppy rules over the Pop Trolls, but there are places like Techno Reef, which is home to the Techno Trolls, Symphonyville, which is home to the Classical Trolls, Lonesome Flats, the home of the Country Trolls, Vibe City, home to the Funk Trolls, and Volcano Rock City, where Queen Barb rules over the Hard Rock Trolls. Also, there are a few other musical trolls featured here, like a smooth jazz player, yodelers, K-pop, and reggaeton trolls. Also, I think the story for this movie is very interesting and heartwarming due to it being about uniting music, listening to others, and that music comes from experiences. And also it explains that differences do matter. Also, I think this movie has a great selection of songs that would make everybody want to sing and dance along to. My favorites being Trolls Wanna Have a Good Time, One More Time, Born to Die, It's All Love, Just Sing, and more. And now that we're done with Mustang notes, why don't we move on to the characters and the voice actors who brought them to life. Our main character, Queen Poppy, is once again voiced by Anna Kendrick, who's best known from the infamous Twilight Saga, along with the Pitch Perfect trilogy, Paranorman, and Into the Woods. In this movie, Poppy is eager to be a good queen, and she makes it her goal to unite the tribes in the name of harmony. However, while I do like her sweet and optimistic personality, throughout this venture, Poppy quickly develops a misguided and naive arrogance. Poppy's boyfriend, Branch, is again voiced by Justin Timberlake, whom I've talked about in my blog of Yogi Bear. In this film, I like that Branch is not a sourpuss anymore, but there are times when Branch can be very overcautious, and he's also a good-hearted survivalist. Also, Branch harbors a strong, romantic feelings for Poppy, but he struggles to tell her how he feels due to his shyness. Poppy's dad, King Peppy, is this time voiced by director Walt Dorn, who also voices the narrator Cloud Guy and Poppy's friend Smidge. In this film, after Poppy receives Queen Barb's letter, Peppy tells her about the other troll tribes and that they separated after a fight over the musical strings. Poppy's other friends include Icona Pop as Satin and Chanel, the Fashion Pop twins, who are conjoined by their hair, Kunal Nayar as Guy Diamond, the glittery silver naked pop troll with a highly auto-tuned voice, who in this film gains a son named Tiny Diamond, and James Corden as Biggie, the chubby, friendly pop troll who temporarily accompanies Poppy and Branch on their journey. Next we have Cooper, voiced by Ron Funches. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Anyway, in my opinion, when I first saw him in the first movie, I thought Cooper was a very unique and cool member of Poppy's closest friends, due to his 4 legs, long neck, and his goofy personality. However, in this movie, I think Cooper gets a lot of character development, due to him revealed to be the prince of the Funk Troll tribe, along with his brother, Prince D. Anyway, when Cooper was an egg, he was snatched out of his nest and got dropped into the Pop Village. And while that was a very complicated but surprising backstory, I'm glad that Cooper gets to live on both pop and funk. Next we come to the new villain, Queen Barb, the queen of the Hard Rock Trolls, voiced by Rachel Bloom, who got to be in the absolute worst animated sequel from last year. And she voiced Autumn Blaze in My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I think Barb is the best character in the movie. maybe because of how Rachel acts over the top and rebellious. And I think her covers of Rock You Like a Hurricane, Barracuda, and Crazy Train are absolutely hardcore. However, I think her plan to steal the musical strings is kind of similar to Thanos stealing the Infinity Stones in Avengers Infinity War. However, instead of wiping out everybody, Barb plans to use the strings to destroy all other music and unite the trolls under rock music. Next we have Hickory, a yodeling troll disguised as a country troll, voiced by Sam Rockwell, who got to be in Iron Man 2, and he got to be in the worst thriller that I ever watched. Thankfully, he will be in the upcoming One and Only Ivan on Disney Plus this August. This character is one of several bounty hunters hired by Barb to capture Poppy. However, in my opinion, I thought Hickory was a decent supporting character due to his laid-back and relaxed personality. And he was also very sympathetic when pointing out Branch's issues with his relationship with Poppy. Next we come to Cooper's long-lost parents, King Quincy and Queen Essence, the rulers of the Funk Trolls, voiced by George Clinton and Mary J. Blige. When Poppy first meets them, they, along with their son Prince D, tell them that it was actually the Pop Trolls who tried to unite the others under their music, forcing each tribe to take their string and divide themselves. They also tell Poppy that differences do matter, and that trying to make all trolls the same doesn't really help the problem. The other troll leaders are Delta Dawn, the leader, mayor, and sheriff of the country trolls, voiced by Kelly Clarkson, Wolfgang Amadeus Trollzart, the leader and conductor of the classical trolls, voiced by Gustavo Dudamel, and King Trollex, the upbeat king of the Techno Trolls, voiced by Anthony Ramos. Other actors in the film include Ozzy Osbourne, Anderson .Paak, Jamie Dornan, Jay Balvin, Kenan Thompson, and Kevin Michael Richardson. And now for my final words. Overall, Trolls World Tour is equally a good film as their 2016 film. The animation is amazing, the story is interesting, entertaining, and heartwarming, and it does have a good message about differences, musical experiences, and listening to others. The characters and voice acting is equally as enjoyable as last time, and the soundtrack makes me want to sing, dance, and tap my feet to the music. However, the Bergens don't have a big role here, and there are a few scenes that can be pretty weird, like a smooth jazz troll, and some parts can be a tad cliched at times. But still, if you liked the first Troll movie, or if you're a music lover, then you should definitely watch this film. I give this film a 90% out of 100. Well, that's all for now, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to join me again for my next blog, because next will be time to take you guys camping at Camp Everfree. Mustang Power!